Oh shit, here we go again.
I honestly used to like going back to school. You know, when school didn't start at the ass crack of dawn, homework on Fridays was taboo, and the hardest thing we were learning was how many apples John was left with after, I don't know, Lucy took 3 of them. That was the school I liked going to. To me, it was a way for me to hang out with friends, still learn some stuff, while also being basically stress-free. And I still kept some of those feelings when I went off to middle school. Now, going to middle school was obviously worse than elementary school. The work was getting harder, and the teachers didn't give a shit if they assigned homework on Fridays. Oh yeah, and we had a global pandemic at the time. But even with all that, it was nothing compared to where I'm at now, going back to high school. High school, frankly, isn't super fun. That sunshine and rainbows version of high school shown in like High School Musical is a ruse. It's funny because I feel like there's a period in summer, maybe like late July, early August, where you genuinely have a feeling of wanting to go back to school. It sounds ridiculous, I know. Hear me out though. At that point, summer has gotten kind of boring after that month and a half. You already did all the stuff you wanted to do, and at some point, even my lazy ass got bored of sitting inside doing jack diddly squat every day. So you find yourself thinking, oh well, maybe going back to school isn't that bad. Only for you to go back to school for the first 2 weeks and realize you want summer to come again. The worst part about going back is easily waking up, especially on the first day. Having to go from waking up at like 9:30, no alarm, getting up nice and easy, to 6:30 where the sun isn't even up sometimes, yeah, that's pretty bad. And I don't know about you, but my body just can't function at 6:30 in the morning. It's just not built for that. Like, why do you think we call it a 9 to 5 and not a damn 7 to 3? Because humans aren't meant to be waking up that early. Exactly why the school versus 9 to 5 debate never really seemed close to me. School has the same number of hours as a 9 to 5, except in school, you don't get paid at all, and you work unpaid overtime every night in the form of homework. So basically, a Japanese anime. With the 9 to 5, you get to wake up later, you get paid, and you don't take your work home with you. Who knows though, maybe once I graduate and clock into my local McDonald's, I'll think otherwise, I don't know. Another part I feel is part of the stereotypical going back to school experience is the back to school shopping. You know, going out and buying a ton of new clothes, shoes, and school supplies. Maybe it's just the ads that I've seen that make it out to be a big deal, but I can't be the only one who never did back to school shopping. I just reused my supplies from last year. Putting aside those things, the actual first day of school really isn't that big of a deal. I know some people like to make it out to be so important. Some people stress out on what to wear on the first day of school. Like, bro, no one cares. Stop worrying about what you're gonna wear whatever the hell you want. I mean, maybe not that, but you know. On the first day, teachers are usually gonna be as nice as they get. No real work, just some icebreakers or what did you do over the summer type of questions they ask every year, and you get to see your new classes. The first day of school really isn't that bad. In my experience, the actual worst days are those mid-year days in the middle of like March. Those are the days that really get your ass, especially if you're going into junior year. Easily the worst year of high school. Junior year is when you're probably taking your hardest classes, are probably most involved with any outside activities, and if that wasn't bad enough, if you plan on going, you now gotta start worrying about college. College research, finding a major, shit's overwhelming. If you're going into junior year, I wish you luck. Second worst high school year to be going into, 10th grade. Just a pretty boring year, like a filler arc, not much going on, I'll be honest. Freshman year, everything's new, so it's kind of exciting. No one really has any expectations for you, so enjoy it. One of the better years. But at the end of the day, as much as I've complained about high school, it's really not that bad, at least for me. Just be you, don't be an asshole, you don't need a million friends, just make a few good ones. Try to enjoy the good parts of it, and I know this will sound lame, but give some effort in school. You don't need to be like L or Light getting 110s on every test, but at the same time, you need to be really trying to get D's and F's. Anyways, if you got school like me, good luck to you all. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and goodbye.